Have you found your way inside? Have you found your way inside? Okay. Yes, the advanced technology center.
Here we are at Robots Conf at NodeBots Day, and we've got a bunch of different things going on here. We've got a session starting at the moment with building simple bots, which you can see behind me. So lots of robots being built. Pan around a little bit, and you can see various people building stuff. Around here, the rest of the room that we've got down here at Swinburne, you can see a bunch of people building different things. We've got scientist kits, we've got all sorts of things going on. We've got a presentation going on at the moment on Pebble.js and controlling hardware that way, which we'll drop into in a second. So we'll set this up somewhere so that you can see it and hopefully get a bit of a sense of what's going on through the course of the day. So I'll take an opportunity to go and do a bit of a walk around. So, what? Yep.
Quick question. Why does the pizza sound so dreadful? Code says play C, E, G, null, and then it sounds like
Yeah. Sorry. So it could be all manner of different things. So pizzos themselves are not the most awesome speakers ever. But it might also be because there could be a tiny little crack in it as well, which tends to flatten them or whatever as well. Thanks, mate. Yep. So you know you can. There are some spares around though as well.
Is this expected?
Yeah. Try. There's an example in there that's got a whole bunch of different notes, like it plays a tune.
That was
What you might find as well is some of the speed might be just a little bit quick for it as well. If you have a look in the scientist kit repo, which is github.com/nodebotsau. No, just all AU. Yep, and then instead of NBDAU, just go to scientist-kit. That one. If you grab that, inside there's an example for the piezo that has, it plays a song, and it's got a pretty good range of notes and frequency, and speeds that it plays at. So that'll probably give you a good handle on, how responsive the piezo's being. And if it's causing a bit of grief, then I've probably got some spares up there.
Hey, can I use your VGI to display parts?
Yes. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I just need to grab Andrew some gear and then I'll come back. Hey.
Yeah, it keeps coming up with this error code that these names.
Oh, okay. So you can't program in Arduino with JavaScript. it'll only take C code.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in here is just C. So really, what you want to do is put Fermata on your board.
I did.
You've done that, okay, and then just drop into your normal IDE that you work in to write any other code, and then that's just then a case of just running Node against that. So so just use like a text notepad or something else if you use something else.
Yep.
So yeah, just notepad and then command line and then Node execute whatever it is that you like.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
No problems. All right, let's set that up here.
Once you've got those pieces, you just pop them on like that. Now, just chuck them on. You'll probably notice when you drive around, the wheel will start peeling off. Right? So, what you can find in this bag is little components. Little screw. Right? Hopefully, you have a couple of them. Right? And what happens is that's a little screw. The hole. Like that. And we'll be a tiny little screwdriver to make this work. And let's do it all the way through. Screw it down, don't screw it too tight because you don't want to strip the servo more. Basically, just pop that in there like that. Now, the wheel will pop off, which is really good. Like that. Basically, yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no problems at all. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Yeah, the red one, All right, so we're going to move on to the next couple of tasks. So, you should be more or less at the point now where you've got battery pack, servos, wheels attached. If not, then you can keep trucking road and that as we go. So the next couple of things that we're going to do is you'll notice as soon as you put the wheels on and you chuck the robot down, it's going to drag and float on the floor like that, right? So it's going to sit down like this. So that's fine. You could have your robot drag its tail all the way along, but it's not going to go very fast, right? So what we want to do is we want to just pop our robot up so it's typical level like this, right? So what we use is cable tie to do that, and what we're going to do is just create a little floor for it. We'll just have one little point on the ground where it sits on the back, and that'll be enough to stabilize it, and also won't create very much friction, so you're able to drive it very much. So the way that works is you notice on the back of the shackle there's these 4 little valves. Alright? And this works pretty much like a belt buckle. So what we do is we take the cable tie, and you want it so that the cable tie entrance is facing the back of the robot. And essentially this is you in and out. So you're going to see I put it through the first hole, bring it up to the second hole, down to the third hole, like that. And you'll see I create this sort of shape. So you can see here it's kind of like it's moving this. It's like one of those build ups where you kind of walk back and stuff. And then if I slide that through like that, so that the head of the cable tie is sort of resting on the front of the first box. I've now got my tail like that. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can either just trim that off there like that, just have it like that, or make it a bit more stable. It loops back on itself like this. And now I'm creating a loop like that. Then finally, bring it back into the head of my cable tie. Remember when you've got the first couple of notches, I'm just enough to get it to fly like that. And you can see I've got a stick, right? Little sense. And so then what you want to do is get it on the table, and you can see there online it's actually flipping it forward, right? It's a bit too big. So what I can do is I can just pull it up to the table. So I get it to the level. That's still a bit too much. So I think every table size is maybe 2 right, so that's typically level. I know it's going to cross a bit on the back of this one. We have to do that. And so I can then chop it off. And now I've got my simple bike with my wheels now, put a nice little stabilizer on the back of it. And that won't really get caught on anything. It's only like touch the ground, so you won't get like that. And it's going to make it very wide and nice and just straight track.
I'm sorry. No. You might be able to. The reason
All right. So next step is we want to attach our record. Now, there's a couple of places where you can do this. It's really up to you how you want to do it. I mean, there's a couple of ways on the attachment as well. So you notice on the back here, they've got like a double-sided tape. So if you want to have it permanently affixed to your robot, and you feel pretty confident about where you're going to set it, then you can rip off the tape, plug it down, and it won't move. The other option, and this is the option that I tend to go for, is basically you can either attach it onto one side of one of these ropes, or potentially you can do it there as well like that. And essentially you do the same thing as what we've been doing in other places, where you just grab a cable tie, bring it over the center of the record, where the channel is. Like that. And then attach that here as well. And try and get it to line up more or less in the middle, like this. And it doesn't need to be kind of 3 inches high, because what you're going to do is you're actually going to drop the Arduino in on top of it, and that'll sandwich that down. Alright, so once you've got that in place like that, you can do it that way. The one thing to note when you do it is that when you put the Arduino on, you're going to have your USB cable connected to it. And so some people prefer the USB cable on the back, some people prefer to have it on the side. It's entirely up to you, so that's why we have certain models for the ground. So that you can choose where you want some of these things to yeah. Thank you very much. So once you've got the breadboard attached, now there's a bit of an active because we're going to start getting so the USB cable can play. So whichever way you want the USB cable to come on, that's the direction you want to place it. You notice that there's a pins that kind of sit straight onto the USB cable. Get them right to the end of the breadboard. Right? So that there's the last hole of the breadboard. And then essentially you just clamp it down and push it down, push it evenly. And that will clamp the cable plug down as well. Alright? And that will hold that breadboard in place really, really nicely. This is what you should end up with. You've got all the way to one end, 3 rows at the other end that you can plug your wires into. So that's a little bit how to go about it. So chuck it all there like that, and get a little way pressing it. Sorry, now's a good time to
Oh no, I've just been walking up and down. Just trying to I think they're just sick of me. Are you sure?
It's got wire in there. Oh, something's actually that big scratch. Amazing.
Even with so many people, I just like spit it out. I don't notice so many people there.
Grab a piece of wood for you. Right, there's a whole bunch of places. And what you can do is get a piece of wood with it, one little hole inside it, right? Pop that in there like that. And then I would get like a bit of hot water. And that's going to give you kind of like your axle and then essentially hold it in place. So I reckon that's what I would do. Alright, how are you? Alright, so you're an inspector. Oh, no. Building on it. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay. But, yeah. I'll deal with it. You get that. It looks like everyone's. Oh, just basically.
If you have any challenges getting your Arduino starting to just let me know. I'll probably be happy to you guys will do. So if that's a problem, then bring it over to me and I'll all right. I want to get all the way in. How are you doing that? Okay. So, we're going to work on the electronics now. So that's the core of the mechanics of the robot. Right. So pretty simple. That's what we want to do. Alright. So now that we've got that, next thing that we're going to do is start to work on the electronics. And the electronics of this are just really, really basic. Alright. So there's only really a couple of places that we need to wire up to get this thing to move around. Alright. So as you can see, we've got our microcontroller down here. Right, our Arduino, we've got our battery pack, and we've got our servos. Now, the reason we have a battery pack is that even though we power the Arduino,
Same starts with J.
USB,
J, about me.
it's not enough to drive the servos. These servos are relatively heavy, and so if we try and run this on USB, the laptops will create too much current. And so on some of the new laptops, especially like things like the MacBook Airs and stuff like that, they won't pass enough current for expansion. It's really not turn it on. So what we do is we power our servos from our big battery pack, and then we power the Arduino from our laptop. Alright? And then as we kind of move through the day, and it's like kind of wireless and flash power, everything. At the moment, we're running two power sources. One is the USB power from our Arduino, and the second one is our battery pack. So, what we want to do is we'll notice on the battery pack we've got a green line and a black line. Right? So, from a power perspective, what that normally means is red is normally voltage. Right? So, this is where our voltage is on and off. And black is the ground. That's where our power is going to switch. Right? So, if you remember what I was saying before about that breadboard, we've got
No, it wasn't you. I was like,
what we're going to do is we're going to create some voltage, right? So that allows us to completely power off. So we'll take our battery.
should see good. looks like just a line separating the natural hair color from like another hair color. I was like, no, this is like so natural. Just it's a line that's separating.
So that's the first
Oh, and this guy was from his blonde. So he did a streak black, this rich, like really black.
And then on the other side of the group,
It's like this color. I know. Dirty black. And it was like this, just a line, like every other girl. So the reaction to him was like, the reaction to girls was like, yeah, and he was like, and everyone that saw him was like, what the hell's wrong with your hair? He was like, just being fabulous. That's is it actually filming?
Which I think is called Wi-Fi NodeBot.
Programmer, which you
So
can use
that's
to
a,
program
that's a
the Wi-Fi.
programmer. Yeah.
The Wi-Fi.
So you can't actually. Okay, you need to actually program.
So this is a pretty big board actually. Mark's going to talk about this a little bit later, but so this is a whole microcontroller that happens to have Wi-Fi embedded into it, and they cost about $2, $2 or $3.
Yeah. Cost me 100.
That's why you bought
And so what we're using this for is actually a total abuse of what they should be used for. So we're providing this to be the gateway for the Arduino to talk to the network. And so this can spin up an access point, it can associate to an existing Wi-Fi network and all that sort of stuff. But to do all of that, you need to flash firmware onto it. And so that's really what that's for, is to flash that on. So if you go into here, just github.com AJ Fisher, and then there's one. Unfortunately, the name is 0x bin because it always does it to whatever the first name of the file is. So if you just find that, it's the second one on my current gists. It's got all the directions and stuff like that in there, how to flash it, and all that sort of stuff, and links to other things.
You can do that bit, but I'll go and join one of these.
All right. So that's
Getting the stupid cable out of the way is really annoying.
So that's that's how they work.
Thanks.
Cool.
And these ones you're plugging in.
That's I don't know.
So in the kit, there's like some male-female jumper wires.
There is,
and so you've got power and ground, and then two of them get joined together.
Okay.
Because they run off the same pin.
Yep.
And then they just go to a pin. If you get the SimpleBot repo, there's some details in there.
Okay.
How to use that.
12:30. Singing on the
Give it 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we can
Okay, so
do
just
that.
you show
And maybe just mention it in passing that we're probably running that 10 minutes behind at the moment. And so he'll do his stuff. We can start at 1:50.
Good. I'm checking.
All right, so we now have a graphic calculator report. So the last thing we're going to do before we break up this lunch is just wiring our server. So there's two parts that we're going to do. So I would say that we're using two power sources, right? We're using multiple power sources. We're going to have multiple ground. So voltage is a measure of potential energy, right? And so as a result of that, it's really what we talk about. We need to have a common reference. We need to all understand zero in this place, right? And then we all count up from there, right? So what that means is right? And that's kind of
Ninja skills. Pokemon.
So what we do is
That wasn't me. That was him. No, he basically, I did it. I was copying him at first, and now I'm like, oh god, I'm just like, it was
you'll see half of my arm is down from the thing that's opposite USB. There's a little thing there that says GNB on ground. Then plug it on the road, that's in there too. From that battery pack, insert one into the breadboard, take another jump of wire, connect it to that same road, and then bring it across to one of the things that actually that's supposed to. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that. So the next thing we're going to do is we've got our servos. Right, I'm just going to talk through one servo in total, and then the other one is exactly the same, right? So you'll notice on our servo, we've got this little black finger, and going into that, we have three wires, a brown one, a red one, and a green one. Right? The brown one is brown, so where do you reckon that needs to be to? Brown, where right? The red one is voltage. So remember before I was saying we're going to find our servo's voltage battery pack. That one is connected to the red wire that we brought in the battery pack. Right, so that's going to be 6 volts for our servos. And then the orange one is signal. And this is a digital signal across all the servo, and that's going to come from the primary. So, you connect the wire from the brown line to brown. Another wire from the red line to the red line. Yeah, updated versions. Yeah, so
Okay, right. So basically, both sides. Here.
Oh, you doing
Oh, there's multiple rounds in it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Set up Hangout, but I don't know if anyone's sort of using it. There's no one on there at the moment.
You haven't haven't popped on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I chucked it on though because it's sort of
It's such an awesome facility.
All right, so once you've got your servos connected to power and ground, you're going to want to be able to control them. Get a signal wire. And then the signal wire for the servo is a pulse. Right? So so on the signal wire, they came out of the orange wire. You get a little electric wire. And the two things that we're going to use are digital wire. So, as you look at the box, you've got the left side and you've got the right side. Okay? So, you bring your left signal wire into digital 9.
That's like Google self-driving cars. So what it's doing is it's sending out a laser pulse. It's working at 5 times a second, and that's sending back to so it looks like on the screen. So I won't stop it because it's software. See, that's probably me. See, that's me. And you move. That's a little bit too close. Let's walk back some forward. There we go. So that's you. And this is me. And so it's not finished yet. The idea is there's a fetal position by the top. One of these robots. Move here. Move down. Yes, exactly. Because it is feeding the software. That's one, yeah. So that's called SLAM. Simultaneous location. And that's exactly what flies on self-driving cars. They're going down the street. So it's a very sophisticated version. Yeah, it's basically this is using sound. This is using laser. This is just a very sophisticated version of that.
How does that stand?
It's got a little skin back. Normally has batteries, and when it's got the batteries in, that keeps it. So that's where we have a Raspberry Pi. That's got a Raspberry Pi on the bottom there. So that's running Linux. That's what and then it's got an Arduino on it. So that's some plastic. And this board, see how everyone's using using breadboards. This is basically an electronics board. This design. So it's got each of those are designed to be like this, so you basically use that to pass signals and identify each other. It's like a sophisticated version of SimpleBot. So that's another little unit.
And that's just the
just the electronics. Yeah. So basically, there's a guy in the US called Pavel. He designs the SumoBot that he designed. Yeah, exactly. So this is the SumoBot. Yeah. It's 3D printed. And so Pavel designed this, and then Andrew, who was running the session today, Andrew saw the SumoBot, and he liked that. He wanted to do something where it's more less like more we can sort of experiment and play. And that's where the SimpleBot came from. So SimpleBot was inspired by the SumoBot.
And that can have like a button.
Yeah, or whatever we want. Whatever we want to put on there, basically. So up to you. And so yeah, so that's stuff I'll play with. I think it's going. Very cool.
So these go in the same way as you would expect. You see, most things where the negative side of the battery goes to the spring side. You might need to move your servo again. Things around a little bit. These little battery boxes don't get a total connection.
Using laser.
Yeah, so basically using laser, slide up, and it's going to tilt up, and so basically then tilt it. So you're basically 2D slices being pulled up into 3D map.
was watching a documentary that just came out on Netflix about the use of drones in the US military.
Oh, yes.
They cover a lot of that stuff. They talk about the gyro ball at the bottom of the drone, which has the camera.
Yes.
This is the Simple Box kit.
So once you've got your batteries in, the next thing that you're going to want to do is we're now finished the build and we're into software. All right. So this is going to be a little hard to do with everyone kind of sitting here, but basically you should have all got the email that said download the software, because if you haven't done that now, the next bit is going to take a little bit of time while you go and do that. But basically what you need to do is go to the website, github.com/NodeBots, NodeBotsAU/SimpleBot. It's written on the material sheet that came in your kit. It's got the link. So on this guide, it's that URL at the bottom of this sheet, right? So go and get and download the code that is in that repo, because that's going to get you going nice and fast. All right. You should have downloaded Node.js and had that installed. You should have also downloaded Arduino and got that all installed. So once you've got that repo, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to flash Fermata onto the Arduino.
Yeah, so
Okay, is everyone got Arduino and grab that repo? Sorry? So I've just realized that the URL I gave you all was wrong. Yay. So it's github.com/NodeBotsAU/SimpleBot. Right? So github.com/NodeBotsAU/SimpleBot. And if you use Git, clone it. If you don't use Git, just download it, which you can do from the right-hand side. The other thing as well is we've got lunch starting, so I'm just going to quickly whip through these things, and then while you guys are kind of doing, this is sort of the end of this. If you want to grab lunch, I'll stay down here, and if you've got questions and stuff, we can kind of work through it. All right, so have you all got that that folder? Got the code? So github.com/NodeBotsAU/simplebot. The other thing, which hopefully you did as part of your setup, was install the drivers that we asked you to install. Again, if you didn't do that, then as soon as you've got that repository, go into the folder that's called drivers and install the driver. There's a Mac one and there's a Windows one. If you happen to use Linux, you won't need a driver. For the USB disk. Yeah.
And some wire strippers floating around.
There you go.
Yeah, oh, that one. Sorry, man.
All right, how are we all going? So, download the zip if you are not a user.
I don't really get what you want from me.
Install the driver, but yeah, but you can, and that's what you need to get the driver installed. Arduino. Yeah, okay. So once you've got the driver installed, then plug in that and open up the Arduino program. All right.
Okay, how's everyone going? Got the zip? Installed your drivers, hopefully. So once you've done that, open up Arduino and then connect your SimpleBot to your computer. It works. There you go. All right. Now, if you've got a Windows computer, what should happen is when you plug your Arduino in, it should do the whole Windows device kind of thing, where it sort of goes detecting device, installing driver, blah blah blah. It should do all of that stuff, and you shouldn't get any errors, right? And it should tell you what COM port you're on, right? So just remember that or write it down because that will become relevant in a minute. If you're on Linux, there's nothing you need to do; it will just work. And if you're on Mac, so long as you've installed the driver, then it should just work as well. So plug it in and then open up the Arduino program. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Fermata onto the Arduino so that you can start clicking to it over the wire from JavaScript. Yeah. Yeah. So did you install the driver? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's the next bit on the map to go through. Okay. Yeah. So just get Arduino up, and then we can go from there. All right. Everyone got that? Everyone got Arduino up and running? It's working. Okay. Great. Oh, that should be okay. So long as it's all plugged in and you've got the Arduino application open. Yeah. Yeah, the IDE is open, then that's all you need to do at this point. Okay, so what you're going to do next is go File, Open, find the folder that you just downloaded, and in there there is a folder called firmware. Go into that. Firmware, build, and there is a folder in there called SimpleBot Fermata. Open that up, and then there's only one file that you'll be able to open, and it's called simplebotfermata.ino. Right? So go through, find that, open it up in Arduino, and you should be good to go. You've done that, you've got that up and running. Great, excellent. Everyone else got that up and running? So go firmware, build, SimpleBot Fermata, INO. Sorry. Okay. Are we all happy with that? All right. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to tell the computer what device this is and how to talk to it. So from the tools menu, there's two things that you're going to need to do. On the tools menu, you see about 5 down, there's one that's called board. And at the moment, it's probably saying Arduino Uno, right? If that's the case, go into that board menu and you can see there's a whole bunch of different boards that are kind of listed out there, right? And the one that we want is called Arduino Nano, right? So this particular board that you've got is an Arduino Nano. So just select that from that board's tools option, right? So trigger that. Once you've done that, go back into the tools menu and you'll see in there that there's another option called port. Now, depending on your operating system, this may present as different things. So on Mac, as most people here are on Macs, what you should see is there should be a port there that's called something like /dev/cu WCH USB serial something or other, right? That's the one that you want. If you're on Windows, you should have seen what COM port it was when it popped up. If not, go into Device Manager, Control Panel, and you should be able to find it that way. It should just present it as a USB serial device. Sorry?
Yeah. Before they all go, because this is our final tray, would you like some, and then I'll put some nice paper rolls down as well. I'm going to fight them at the end. So grab one of those, and you can, at least you can put it on there before, because it is like feeding time at the zoo up that end. So if I were you, I would just help yourself. Some are pork, some are chicken, veggies. Vegetarian are those two. Rice paper rolls. We have some vegetarian rice paper rolls as well. So grab that. If you're still concentrating, then you can pop it down by. Yeah, there's a chicken there, and there's loads of rice paper rolls. I think. Well, there was the last time I looked. Have one of those. I'll go and grab some more napkins. There we are. Help yourself. I'm just going to go and get some more napkins actually. So, oh, go on then. There you go. Those are
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Right. Just trying to work out how to get. How are you? What are you trying to do? Just trying to work out how I can get Node working with this.
So have you downloaded the Arduino IDE?
Yeah, I've got this, but it was producing quite a lot of errors. I was trying to find the different walkthrough.
So have you tried Have you got Informata yet?
Modern.
Yep.
Isn't that kind of it was in the examples, right?
Yeah, I think there's a new version of Informata. Maybe this one works as well, but there's a newer one, so you can download it, replace these files, and flash it with that one.
Okay. Does that have to be specific for the board, or?
It's supposed to work with a whole bunch of different boards. And as far as I know, Arduino with the same as Arduino. Where did I get it from? I just downloaded mine over the GitHub.
It just says to go through Johnny 5 for JavaScript, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you installed Johnny 5?
I would, just to make sure, just restart your computer, right? And then when it comes back up, then plug it in and then get back to that same point. Right? All right.
This is what you did.
Yeah, yeah. I went into there and replaced the files.
I don't think it was this hard to get.
Java.
I have to go here. Resources.
You alright? Diving in?
Library, yeah.
How far I got with napkins and things, but and there's a couple of just sitting over there. So yeah, sure.
With this one?
Yeah.
Well, I download this. I don't go through. Yeah, I just actually just phone this into it, yeah.
See how you go. I didn't want anyone fainting down this end. I think that is. I don't want to.
And just copy it.
Open it up.
Yeah, I think it's. It does look tofu. I'll try it.
Yeah. So take those.
All right. So while you're all sort of punching in, working. So has everyone got their boards visible to Arduino?
Arduino, I see.
So I have to go back there to close out.
Maybe from underscore something
I just paste it into this folder like that. You uploaded, didn't you?
Yep. Okay.
Did you want to take another vegetarian?
Or kind of like froze for a bit, but then some.
It's done. Cool. So now you should be able to talk to it with Johnny 5.
I just do that in normal code like this. Yeah. Put in one of these. This is what I found really confusing. So if I wanted to put it into 19 there, like just put it literally into 19 like that.
Well, how I do it. So, where's your 5 volt? That's ground. Ah, there it is. There you go. 5 volts there. Okay, these are your input pins. These A, here the A5. Yeah. So, and these are your output pins. So if you want to connect to LED, if you want to connect to 4, that's 4.
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
You put that there, and so you've got your current's going to be coming into that one, and this you need a resistor as well. I don't know which one's the right one.
Just into like 4 then that are light.
Okay. So then we put a resistor somewhere along this circuit.
Just anywhere?
Okay, right. So once you've got your device connected, all you're going to do is just select the port that we found. Oops. And then all you're going to do is the second icon that's kind of along the top row looks like a little right-facing arrow. It says upload. Just click on that, and what should happen is you'll see it'll say verifying, uploading, and you'll see lots of little flashing going on your board as it does it, or not in the case of mine because I chose the wrong port. And you should see it flashing away, doing its thing, and then once it's ready, it will say complete. And it takes maybe about 10 seconds for it to kind of finish going through kind of flashing device.
This one says ground.
Yeah.
Alright, so anytime you want to complete the circuit, you should back up to that one.
Okay, I put properly connected, or do I have to sidebox does like here, or
all these are connected portions. Okay. So the short pin, it needs to be connected on the same row as
as well as like here?
All flashed? Working? Okay. All right. If it's all flashed, then it's fine.
If you change that to 5 LED 4, we're connected to pin 4. Yeah! Woo!
Does it just stay on?
I just stopped it. Yeah. I don't know the exact security, but like if you stop it, I'm going to stop sending any more commands.
Okay.
So the last command is set.
Okay. Can you put board on the close or on stop? Or?
Maybe. That's the thing I do. Anytime I want to stop my program, I stop it, then I run it again, and then I stop it again before it executes. Because it kills everything. Yeah. Cool. Cool. And so then they've got some ones that show you how to run the servos and stuff as well. It's the exact same principle. Like these have a power band. This orange bar is where the something you make a new servo output.
Is there like an API that you can
Yes. Go to the Johnny5 website. API. Yeah, and the examples tab is really good as well. If you go up a bit and you go this one's really good. Says
What's
like different things like
just are you sure? That's really
So I want to pause.
yeah.
Maybe there is no.
Well, this gives like examples on how to do it, but the API has the full. Yeah,
It's cool.
I'm gonna go soda.
All right, if you are done on that front, you can close Arduino down. That's the limit of all we need on that. So that's now got firmware on the Arduino. And from this point, you pretty much just go to, you are going to need to go into a Node.js box. So hopefully you've all got Node.js all installed. And basically, if you go to the folder that you just downloaded, whether you cloned it or whatnot, go to the root of that folder and go npm install. It should install all the dependencies that you need. So once you've got that going, then it should be fairly straightforward to drive your robot around.
So do you work from the file system?
Yeah. So, yep, normally, yep. So if you go into there, npm install, it'll grab the packages that you need, install them, and then. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Excellent. How do you check? Well, so then basically, all you should need to do now, you've got the robot plugged in. If you just go to Node examples / simplebot and type in the name simplebot.js or something. No. So you just want to be in the root of that folder as the repo that you're brought down. The simplebot repo, yeah. Yeah, so just make sure that you're executing from one level up, so you're in the root of that, and then npm install from there to make sure that you've got all your node modules, and you have Node Package Manager. Install, no, just npm install, and then we'll pull it from the package file.
So what about this things right there?
So that's just installing Johnny 5 help packages for that repo. Yeah, and so I don't know how familiar with Node you are, but it has this notion of Node modules that sits within the folder you're working in. So they're all self-contained. And so you can have package files which can manifest all the stuff in the dependencies. You just install it in there, so it doesn't start littering stuff all around the file system. It's totally self-contained, which is great. And a lot of things you can compile for you right at that point as well. So it's good, source code, compile it for Windows and that, build it there. Oh, nice. Then you just one place to do it. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, cool. So if you've done that, then in theory, you should now just have to go node examples / simplebot.js. Node examples / simplebot. Yeah. And that should move.
just going to tell it to oh, right? And if you use the keys. Okay, so that probably either means that you've got a wiring issue or software one. So if you have a look at that file, remember before I was getting out, I think it's 9 and 10. Yeah, it'll tell you which ones are there for. In fact, I could probably tell you. Yeah, so it's 9 and 10. Yeah, which is what I thought it was. Batteries. Oh, so going I've got some fresh ones that I opened up right here. So guys. Yep.
We swapped another silver bond onto it and put it up so the map's okay.
Okay. So I plug this into mine and I can see it fine.
No, okay. Well, we tried swapping the cable.
Okay.
So I'm going to just swap the nano please.
Yep. Let's do this one.
I'm gathering a small collection of bits from today that need some looking at. So thanks for that. Also, we'll try that.
Any rubbish or anything that you don't want?
Yeah.
More space.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it was. So once you've done npm install, then really it's a case of then so yeah, so you do a couple of packages.
Yes.
So you
just fantastic. Just here, yeah. So what you're making sure is that you're seeding, so you're changing directories to the directory that's got
No idea.
package.json.
I don't know who's.
So what we're going to be doing is we just type in npm space install. And that just uses Node's package 2L. And you use Node package manager to go through that package.json file and install all the dependencies.
So when I try that,
it does. Yeah, so just hit enter, and that should go through. You just need road access. So can you open, it's nice, yeah.
Now that's what everyone needs.
Sorry,
By everyone I mean.
Everyone you mean.
Oh, sorry. Cool. Yeah, that'll take a few minutes, and then
Okay, right. So,
Oh no, I mean like instead of like can actually prompt. This seems like it just gets input when you run the program.
Program, dot version, dot option. And you say program on,
okay, alright, so.
But isn't that just when you run the program? When you run
Has everyone got their robots
what problem are
moving?
you trying to solve? You should ask that question straight away.
Alright, so basically.
Keep doing it. So not just on program.
Alright, so if you all look around here for a second, you'll see that the wheels are turning.
Because there was one called
Right.
prompt, but
So servos are not a precision piece of engineering, right? Generally, right? Servos are designed
Yeah, I have,
for remote
doesn't seem
control
to be a lot.
planes and stuff like that, where you just want to like push a flap up or down, or you know, turn it right or left or right. You don't want to have it like precisely at like 2 degrees or at the center and stuff like that, right? So what happens is you need to calibrate your servos. So what happens with continuous rotation servos is that they are a hack on the way that most servos work. So the other little servos that you've got, these work and they move 180 degrees. So they go from 0 to 90 to 180. And the way a servo works is that